Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today marks the first video of a series that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a declutter series. I know they're kind of cliche for this time of the year, but I wanted to just declutter the space of which I'm living in, and that is going to be starting with my makeup. I think that's a good place for me to start being ruthless. I live in a 2-bedroomed flat, so space is limited anyway, and I just feel a little bit like there's way too much in here, and bringing all in the new Christmas presents and everything like that, it kind of seems a bit like crazy to me. So I'm going to get rid of some stuff which has been knocking around in my collection for way too long. So I'm going to break this down into like categories. So this category is going to be, if you haven't already if you haven't already figured out by the title, I'm going to be decluttering my face base. So that includes primers, powders, and foundations and concealers. So I'm literally just going to show you everything that I've got, and if I'm keeping it, I'm going to say keep, and it's going to go up here, and if it's not, then it's going to go down here on the bed, and it's going in the bin. Or if it's still in kind of some kind of good condition, then I'm going to give it to somebody else to get use out of. So my MUA Pro Base in Ivory, I just bought this a few weeks ago. Keep. My MUA Skin Define, basically a setting powder, bought this a few weeks ago, so keep. This number 7, it's like a loose powder. It's makes me very pale, even though it's translucent. I'm trying to see if it's got how long it should be kept open for. It doesn't, so I'm going to keep that because I used that for Halloween. It's handy. This is the L'Oreal Infallible foundation in the shade Ivory. It's my current foundation. I'm going to use it until it finishes, so keep. This Miss Sporty Mission Correction. I've had this for a while. I actually like wearing this one on a night out because it hasn't got an SPF in. I think I'm going to keep that one. This Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Foundation has an SPF 15. It's actually in the shade Ivory, but it's way too dark. I tried to use a lot of this. I gave it a really good go. It was quite full when I got it, even though I got it. I bought it from my friend Vicky. I'm going to get rid of this one. It says it's to open for 24 months, so I think it's probably around about that now. So I'm going to get rid of that. My Bobbi Brown one I only got in July, so I'm going to keep that one. What other foundations do we have? We've got the Collection Naturally Matte, 12 months it should be open for. There's not a lot left. I can't really stand it. I don't like chewy, squeezy foundations, so that can go as well. This e.l.f. moisturizing foundation stick is pretty grim. It makes me really oily, breaks me out, and you can only keep it open for, doesn't say, but it's going because it's horrible. And then this Maybelline Dream Flawless Nude Fluid Touch Foundation. It can only be kept open for 12 months. It's probably well over that. When it separates, it's got a really big chunk of like separation fluid on the top. So whether that's alcohol or water, I do not know, but it's not very nice. It makes me oily anyway. It's slightly too dark, and it stinks to high heaven of alcohol now, so I'm not happy about putting that on my skin, so that can go in the bin. I bought this mineral powder from Aldi one time, used it once, it was too dark. That can go straight in the bin, it's crap. This primer from Unique, the pump's actually broken, so none of it pumps out anymore. It actually is a really like greasy silicone-y primer. That can go in the bin. This is my current concealer at the moment. That can stay because I've only just opened it. And as is this MAC Prep and Prime, there is the smallest amount left in there, so I'm definitely going to use that. There's no point in throwing it away. This sample pot foundation from the Body Shop can go. It's disgusting. This foundation stick, which is like a cheap copy of the Maybelline Baby Skin. It stinks to high heaven of cheap, nasty concealer, so that can go in the bin. It actually breaks me out in spots and makes me really bad. This Bare Minerals Prime Time foundation primer, I've not tried it yet, but it's a silicone-y one. I'm going to keep it just to try it out. And then there's also this Diamond Heart primer. I've not opened this yet either, so I'll keep that also. This is my current primer that I'm using. It's the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair. I've only just opened that, so I'm going to keep that also. The Bourjois Happy Light Base Serum. So this is a mattifying primer. I really like this. I'm going to keep hold of that. And this 17 Skin Wow 3-way highlighter. It's like a primer, or you can use it as highlighter. I use it for none of the above. I don't use it at all, so that can go as well. So out of that whole collection, I'm getting rid of 9 products, so I think that's a really good way to start this series. If you like this video, guys, please give it a massive thumbs up and click subscribe to my channel to see more of my declutter videos in the future.